XXL with Lokesh
on City 1016.
I guess a few things just never changed. 10 years ago, I was asking Saransh a bunch of questions as a teacher, and now I'm asking Saransh a bunch of questions as an interviewer. Chef Saransh is here in the studio.
Also, you're correcting me all the time, and you still correct me all the time.
Was I a good teacher or was I a bad teacher?
Strict teacher.
A strict teacher, na? Acha sun. So Chef Saransh is here in town. He is also a TV anchor. He's also written a book called India On My Platter, which is all about his journey through the country, the magnificence of the country, and of course trying different cuisines, 20,000 kilometers of journey, trying 25 states for 1.5 months. What's the strangest thing that you have ever put in your mouth?
Well, as you would guess, it has to be from northeastern part of the country because it's so unique.
Right.
तो वहाँ पे मैंने दो चीजें बड़ी unique खाई थी. One was elephant apple, which they call utenga.
Okay.
And it looks like, it's like a giant apple. There's a reason they call it elephant apple.
Okay.
And when you bite into it, it is just bitter and sour. It's got nothing sweet about it. But the first instant, the chef there was like, हाँ खा के देखो. And I had a whole bite of it, and I'm like, and I didn't want to sound impolite. कि मैं northeast आया हूँ और people generally don't treat that food and give that the same respect.
Also, I guess it's an acquired taste, right? So it's kind of,
थोड़ा time लगता है उसको adjust करने में. So that was very weird. The bhoot jolokia chilies there, which are supposed to be
the chiliest, the spiciest.
Yeah, now it's number 2 apparently and not number 1. They have found some chili in UK which is more spicier than us. They always do this to us.
Okay.
And, but bhoot jolokia, absolutely brilliant. So it's spicy on your palate, but in the stomach it's cooling.
Wow, okay. So if you've had a bad stomach, eat that chili is what you
No,
saying.
I'm not saying that. But it won't hurt your stomach, despite being the spiciest chili in India.
Oh, superb. So, to do a road trip, like I've done road trips for 7 days and 10 days, and after that, I am dead. You did it for 1.5 months.
No, actually, 100 days.
100
so that's
days.
3.5 months.
3.5 months.
Yeah.
So, were you not like, and I've seen all the shows and everything, and the enthusiasm is still alive, you're still facing the camera. I've spoken to, your crew members as well, and they said that Saransh was the only person who could pull it off. Was there at any point, while you were in the car, driving from one city to the other, did it ever happen that you said that, dude, I just cannot do it? Like, physically, I just cannot do it.
So it happened. I was in Goa. This was the 42nd day of our journey.
Right.
Or
midway.
And my crew was getting replaced.
Okay.
So director and producer were being flown down to Delhi. और दो लोग उनकी जगह नए आने वाले थे.
Because you can replace the crew but not the host.
So I'm like, the drivers and me were the only people who traveled for 100 days.
Right.
So मैंने कहा यार ये तो cool नहीं है. I also want to leave. In that period, what happens is that we got to know one of the footages that we had shot in a city before Goa got deleted.
Oh no.
So I had to travel back in those 2 days of my holiday to shoot that, film that thing again and come back.
Oh, so you got holiday but then you were working during
But I was working on that holiday.
So
I was the only one who was working on those holidays.
And I believe that you have documented that also in your book, right? Oh, superb. Yes. And the book launch is happening tonight.
Yes.
I'll be hosting it and it's going to be so much fun.
Such a pleasure to have you hosting it. I can also proudly say my teacher is here.
No, you have no idea. Like, I feel like a father most of the times when I'm talking to you, because it's just such a feeling of pride that you're doing so well. From that socially awkward child in school who was pleasantly plump, by the way, and he's like now 1/3 of his size.
I'm still socially awkward. बस आपने बात करना सिखाया so I can talk well.
You can talk well. Public speaking classes have
worked
very well. All the very best, Saransh.
Thank you so much. And hopefully everybody in Dubai gets to read India On My Platter.
Absolutely. Don't worry. I'm going to shove it down people's throats so that everyone reads it. It's an easy, breezy read. And of course, it gives you some really amazing recipes as well. So all the very best. We really hope that you do many more shows.
And thank you for having me on City 1016.